Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Torchlight Infinite. My brand new lightning shot Carino lethal flash is ready to rock, pushing over 30 billion damage at the training dummy, and it is on the cheap. It is not a very expensive build. Obviously, it could push all content in the game, and I'm going to break it down for you today. Everything is timestamped in the description below if you need to bounce around. Let's not waste any time and jump right into this. Starting off with some gameplay. Now, for this new lethal flash, we are using Life Source, Electrocute, which is our curse, Fixate, Centralized Reloading, and Lightning Shot. And since we are lethal flash, not Ranger of Glory, that means that we want to be up close and personal. Every single projectile can hit the same target, which just like makes our damage go through the roof, especially when you're in melee range. But of course, you always got to be careful when you are close, because better chance of you getting nuked. But obviously, these are tier 8 maps right now. And as you see, we are just one-shotting all of these enemies. For the most part, you're pretty tanky. You do have to pay attention like everything else. We are just flying through this. Carino's a very fast class, and it can be even faster. I pulled out some speed for survivability.
Your reign of evil
as we continue to push tier 8, but as you can see, we're still pretty quick. Tier 8 boss.
Your reign
dead.
Of evil ends here.
Let me show you how to recreate this build. So now let's check out the skills. As of right now, I have 515 points put in, and our main skill is, of course, Lightning Shot with some massive damage. Now we are using Projectile Penetration, Greater Multiple Projectiles added Physical, and Wind Projectiles. Now, like I said during the gameplay portion, we are a melee fighter. We have a shotgun effect, which means every projectile can hit the target. That means that you want as many projectiles as humanly possible. For our potion or recuperating our life, we are using Life Source. For our movement speed, we are using Centralized Reloading. We are also using Fixate for a chance at that double damage. And then for our curse, we are using Electrocute. Now in here, you're going to be using a lot of items that are +2 lightning. That is why you will see me at +9. That is why instead of physical, we are using Electrocute, because you're getting that +9 also there for your curse. Moving down to the passives, we are using Precise Elemental Resistance, and we're using Precise Concentrated. This means that as long as you have the precise version, you can use only 2 auras. So you'll see down here, this is why I'm not using one of my spots, because we are super boosting our auras. The first one being Precise Elemental Resistance, and the second one being Precise Projectiles. Rounding it out, we have Precise Acute, so this is our Imbue, which is going to boost our physical, and physical is treated as lightning. Now moving over here to your candles. The first candle, I have Aura Effect, Curse Effect, and +2 to lightning skills. And my second candle, I have Chain Skill Damage, Aura Effect, and 2 to lightning skills. Now, Lightning Shot is a chain skill, so know that you will benefit from any chain damage. Those are the skills. Now let's talk talents. The first talent you are going to get is Goddess of Hunting, and you can see that right here. At 12 points in, you are going to take Paralyzed. And at 24 points invested, you are going to take Rushed. Then you are going to go over to Marksman, and I will scroll through this so you could see all the points. Scrolling. This is where I have put my last 3, just projectile damage. At 16 points invested, you are going to take Gale. And at 32 points invested, you're going to take 3 birds with 1 stone. Lastly, you're going to take Blade Runner, and I will scroll through this. Scrolling. And back. With 16 points invested, you are going to take Transition. And with 32 points invested, you're going to take Quick Advancements, which is going to boost your multi-strikes. Now, for Statue of the New Gods on here, For Pedigree of the Gods, we have Elimination, which is going to eliminate enemies under 18%, an absolutely amazing quality of life, and Close Range Fire. Now, on here, if you don't take Close Range Fire, you can also take 3 birds with 1 stone. And if you do that, you would want to switch out this one to like this, and then this one would be on your slate. Okay, so it gives you some options. We also got it with physical damage and max life. For our Corner of Divinity, we're using physical damage per levels and fervor rating on crit. And then on here, we are using physical damage per levels and lightning skill, physical damage per levels and lightning skill. Our other 2 slates here are physical damage per levels and aura effect. And again, we've got physical damage for levels and then weaken enemies. So we took weaken on this one. Those are the slates and your talents. Moving over to the hero traits for our Lethal Flash. As you know, you do have the shotgun effect. At level 45, you want to take Dart Shot, and you are going to be using your mobility skill all the time like you saw inside of the gameplay. Deep into Danger, the level 75, you're going to take Lethal Interval, which again, you're going to be using your non-channeled mobility skills all the time to build up your damage. And then at level 90, you're going to take Overheating, which is going to be magazine capacity and your reloading time. Now, when you come over here to your hero relic, right now I am using projectile damage and projectile speed. And then for our bullets here, we have movement speed and crit damage. We have projectile damage and additional damage after 2 seconds when using a mobility skill. And lastly, movement speed and projectile damage. So I used to have movement speed on all 3 of them, but I reeled in one of them. So you can really boost your movement speed or you can boost your damage depending on what you want to do with your bullets. Those are the hero traits. Now let's talk gear. As you can see here, the only item that we are using that is unique is Bow of the Endless Dusk. And know that there's nothing on this bow that is required for this build. It is just a fairly cheap item that works really, really well. You can literally use dual pistols. You can use your own crafted bow, but if you just want to make it easy, you can get a Bow of the Endless Dusk. Now I will take you through each item. Helmet, and this is added lightning damage per agility blessing. Chest, survivability and damage. Amulet, this is 2 to lightning and 1 to active skills. Gloves. Belt. Belt has a lot of survivability in it, additional less damage taken at low mana. Boots, boosting our aura effect. Ring. Max to agility blessings, which again then supports our helmet where you get damage per agility blessing. And then you already saw the bow. Now, when you're looking at the actual character breakdown here, you will see my resistances. I wish I had 6 more to erosion, but you're 54, 86, 86, and 82. Survivability 122,000 with DPS over 30 million. And we are spec'd into evasion. So evasion is okay right now, pushing 9,000, which gives you a 33%. That is the gear. Moving over to the pets that I currently have for this build. I am using 2 level 6 base pets and then 1 level 2 legendary. For this season, it was very nice. They gave us a free legendary. So the one that I had, I was able to get it to level 2. We are using the Flower Whisperer, which increases projectile damage, projectile speed, and attack, critical strike. We are using our Weasel, which is increased double attack, double damage, and multi-strike. And then we are using our Purple Mike Wazowski, which is increased attack damage, critical strike, and attack speed. You can pull over 50 pets every single season for free, and you can use these on every season. So if you play every season, they're going to slowly stack up, and you're going to have a ton of them. All right, everyone, that's the build guide. What do you think of my brand new Lethal Flash Lightning Shot? Is there anything I missed? Is there anything I can do to take this to the next level? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it. But of course, only if you think I've earned it. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 133 members that have signed up. I get asked all the time, what's the best way to support? And Patreon is it. You get access to the VIP lounge. You get access to exclusive content. You get access to movie night and game night. And by the way, game night is coming up May 9th. We're going to be on the Action RPG Patreon V Rising server for 1.0. So if you want to become a Patreon, great time. Or if you're an existing Patreon, make sure you get into game night. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.